Hello, my name is Denis. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you see me for the first time, I've started this channel to weekly share my thoughts on important subjects in life, such as psychology, philosophy, how to set goals, how to manage our relationships, and things like that. So if you're here for the first time, welcome. And in this week, I would like to talk about how important it is that we tackle our goals and our ambitions and new routines that we set after we assess ourselves. As I was talking about it last week, so I shared why it is so important that we stop in life and we assess where we are. And I believe that an important step afterwards, after we assess ourselves, after we go through our emotions, why we do things, and we start thinking how we're going to change stuff, I think the only smart thing to do is to talk about what's the next step. As I was personally thinking about these things last week, I think it's a cool thing to share my things that I've been doing. It might be helpful for you when you start making some changes. So the first thing after you assess yourself, you need to start setting some new goals and some new routines. But this comes with a warning as far as I'm concerned, because what we do after we assess ourselves, we very often start with having or planning too many goals and too many routine changes and too many new things in our life. If you do that, I'm pretty sure you're going to get overwhelmed very quickly, and that's not what you want to do. So that's why it's so important that after you start setting goals and new routines and new ambitions for your life, that you tackle them smart and easy. So you don't try to change everything at once. So the first thing would be, don't put too much on your plate at once when you start making changes in your life. The second thing that I would like to talk about is that you have to start making smart plans on how you're going to change your habits and set your goals. So if we just stay with the habits at first, is you don't want to put 5 new habits from tomorrow on in your life, because it will overwhelm you. It happened to me, so that's why I'm trying to warn you, don't do that. Start with small habits. Just start with, drinking a glass of water in the morning. And when you start setting goals, the second thing what you do is you're gonna be setting goals. Don't set too many goals at once. Start with small goals, and you'll be able to access and have these small moments of success first week, first month, and then things will start to change. You obviously need to have time, and this is a part of contemplation as well, that you need to sit down every week and assess. That is how to set visionary goals and big ambitious goals. You need those too. But to start off with, I suggest you start with small routine changes and with small goals that you can accomplish daily or weekly. And the third thing is, I think is very, very important, is that you start reading books and learning on the subjects of how to set goals, how to manage times, and how to track and change your routines. There's a lot of books, a lot of good videos on YouTube. You will find that people help you on setting goals, managing your time properly, and tracking your habits. There are also a lot of applications and books that you can use for that matter. So I think for this week, it's a little bit more practical. If you take these small steps after you assess yourselves, I'm pretty sure you're going to be very successful, and very soon you'll see a lot of changes. But as I said, please don't put too much things on your plate at once when you're trying to change your life. And what's very, very important that I would like to share is, usually we need to build up to a momentum when things really start to change for us. So that's why it's so important that we start with small habits, with small goals, with small things before we tackle the big things in our lives if we want to change them. Because if we were doing something for the 10 years in our past, it's very, very hard to change it in one heartbeat or just in one day. There are people and techniques when the people say that you can do that, but the shortest way to success in that matter is that you take small steps and you start changing small things, and you will see a big results in a period of a year, 2 years, 5 years down the road. So this will be it for this week. I hope you get something out of it, and I'll see you next week.